Hey guys, this is Kelly at NB Soapworks, and I'm really excited to make this batch of soap today. I'm using a fragrance I've never used before. This is from Wholesale Supplies Plus, and it is called Dragonfruit and Pear. It's a really nice, fruity floral. The description says that it is, the scent is dragonfruit, cassava melon, pear, and apple blossom. So, it smells very nice. It's a light, kind of airy, fruity floral. Perfect for this, upcoming spring, summer. So I thought I would give this one a try. What I have color-wise is, I have, this is called Pear Green. This is from Micah's and More. It is just a very beautiful kind of goldish green. And this is a violet and magenta neon that I mixed. This is pretty close to what color a dragon fruit is on the skin. I had to look it up online because I didn't know, so that I tried to get a color that was similar. Here I just have a very light peach, and also I have this teal. I'm going to use this teal pretty sparingly, I think. I want the main colors to be the peach and the green and the magenta. And what I think I'm going to do, I have an idea. I'm going to try to pour a little bit differently than I normally do, but I'm still going to do a hanger swirl at the end. So I'll show you guys, what I have in mind when we get to that point. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get my additives blended up. Now this is my normal recipe. I did tweak it a little bit so it can be a vegan bar. My soaps are almost vegan as it is. I use only vegetable oils. But I do use Tessa Silk and I do use goat milk powder. So I just held those two ingredients out. I'm still going to use my coconut milk. And I put colloidal oatmeal in place of my goat milk powder for this. So this one is going to be a vegan bar. And those were just the additives. Now I'm going to go ahead with my lye solution. So in my lye solution is sugar and sodium lactate. Scrape this out and get everything. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and get this blended up to emulsification, and I am going to add my coconut milk as I do that. Okay, so that should do it right there. I'm debating on whether I should mix the fragrance into the whole entire batch, or if I should just put it in at the end like I normally would do with fragrances that accelerate, or I'm not sure what they're going to do. I feel like I could do it and it would be okay just because the reviews were so good, but I'll go ahead and add it at the end like I usually do, just so I don't have any surprises. Now, I want there to be a lot of white in this soap, so I'm not going to split off too much for my colors. Right, great. So my colors turned out exactly how I had imagined. This is perfect. This is exactly what I was going for, so I think I'm going to be very happy with the way that this is going to look. Now, I'm going to go ahead and add in the fragrance. I'm trusting that every single review that I read, and there were quite a few, were telling the truth. So I'm going to go ahead and mix it in, and we will see if there's any issues that are going to surprise me. Wow, this fragrance smells really very, very good. Like, surprisingly good. You know what it's kind of reminding me of? There's a fragrance called Beautiful Day. And it's one that I've done quite a few times. It's one of my favorites, actually. And it kind of has that same scent, and I think it's the apple blossom. Now my batter is thickening up. It's not the fragrance, it's just the batter itself. Before I'm even adding the fragrance, it's kind of thick. It's interesting. Maybe I went a little bit too far when I was bringing it to trace. And I just got some soap on my arm. I can feel it burning here. Get that off. Okay, everybody, so I got the fragrance blended in. It smells really wonderful, and it is behaving nicely. It did not accelerate. It's getting a little thicker, but not, whoops, I just spilled some out. Not anything that's going to keep me from pouring it the way that I had originally intended. So that's good. I'm going to stick to my plan. And I will show you guys what that is. So I think I actually, oops, I'm spilling. Man, I'm a mess today. Good thing I'm wearing an apron. I think I actually left myself enough white this time. I usually have a hard time figuring out how much white compared to color I need. Alright, so I'm going to be using this mold here. And what I'm going for is to have a lot of white base and have little sort of like teardrop shapes where I pour the color in one spot, you know, hopefully to get little multicolored teardrops. And then I'm going to run a hanger through it minimally. So I'm going to put in a good amount of white base. And then let me show you what my inspiration is for this. Okay, so my inspiration for this was a soap that I did. On the very last piece appeared this pattern. See if you guys can see it. This is just the end piece, so you see how it's like multicolored kind of drops and then the hanger pulled through it. The rest of the soap did not look like that. It was just this on the very last bar, and I thought, oh man, I really wish that my soap would have looked like that all throughout. So I didn't know how that was created, but what I'm going to do is just do lots of little mini, like funnel pores, I guess, and then run a hanger through it. And we'll see what we get. If it's not that exact look, I don't think it'll be a big deal. I think it'll still be pretty. But that's kind of where my vision for this soap came from, was just that little soap. So now it's getting thicker, so it's not kind of wanting to go down. So let me pour higher. Okay, so that is as much as I'm going to put in before I do my hanger swirl. I'm going to go ahead and whack this down. When I was banging it down, I could see lots of little air bubbles coming up. So I've banged it down really good. Now I'm going to go in with the hanger, and I'm just going to do it kind of, minimal. I don't want to get too much, kind of doing up and down figure eights. And then a little bit more. The colors of this are really pretty. I think I'm going to be happy with the color combination. We'll see how that swirl turns out and how the soap is going to look. It's an interesting way to pour. I don't know if the colors just muddied up, but that was just an idea that I had. I wanted to give it a try, so that's what I did. So now I'm going to go ahead and get all of my remaining batter thrown on the top here so I could form my top. Okay, so I have everything in here in the mold. These colors are really cool. I think that's a really neat combination. I'm glad that I decided to go with it. I kind of debated on this one, and I kept changing my mind. And these are the colors that I finally settled on, and like I said, I'm really glad that I did. So, get a little stick here and zoom in. And I'm just going to do a simple kind of textured top to this one. Okay, I think that right there is perfect. I don't want to get into it anymore. I think I've finally come to a place where I've learned my lesson, where I have screwed up my soap top so many times that I finally learned when to stop. So let me zoom even closer and get you guys a little bit of a more overhead view. Okay, so that is the way the top looks. Very happy with that. So tomorrow when I give this a cut, I will bring you guys along. See you in a sec. Alright everybody, I'm back and I'm getting ready to cut into Dragonfruit and Pear Soap. Now I liked this fragrance yesterday. I love this fragrance today. It has changed into just a wonderful fruity floral. It is just, it's sweet but not too sweet. It's just a perfect blend. It's a beautiful springtime fragrance, and it behaved really well. So I'm so happy that I decided to give this one a try. I love the top on this. I absolutely love the top. I think I'm getting better. I used to have a really hard time with tops, but lately I've been liking, what I've come up with. So I think I'm finally learning new things as far as my tops. Okay, so I'm not going to lie to you guys. I really didn't have a good feeling about the pour and the swirl of this soap. I have no idea what to expect. I'm kind of expecting to be disappointed, but I'm really hoping that I'm not. So I'm just going to go ahead and see what's in here. I'm going to look at it first before I show you because I'm scared. Oh, no way. What? Look at how pretty. Oh my gosh, I've never got a swirl anything like that. What? Wow. That is so cool. Oh, I really hope the rest of the loaf looks similar to that, because that is a very unique look. Perfect for this fragrance. I mean, dragon fruit, come on. You know, I wanted a color combination that was very different, and I wanted a pour that was very different. Look at that. Those almost look like butterfly wings. Man, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. So it looks like there's going to be lots of different patterns. The way I poured it, remember, I had just done lots of kind of like funnel pours down, down the mold. And then I did a quick hanger swirl. And I really am pleased with the results. And I love this color combination. And the top is so pretty. I did have to steam this because it was just covered. Oh, look at how pretty. What an interesting pattern. I've never got anything like this, not even close. Very unique. So that I would do that pour again. That was, you know, a different pour. That's not something that I think ever done. You know what? No, I did. I attempted that with squirt bottles with I think it was with Beautiful Day, but I ended up doing a hanger swirl, and it looked nothing like this. But so this is not a technique that I have done often. But I'm rather pleased with the way that this has turned out. It's just neat looking. It really reminds me of butterflies. This neon color, I really love it. I hope that it doesn't bleed. Luckily, there's not tons of it inside the actual design of the soap, so hopefully it won't bleed much if it does. But I used a neon, and a couple of months after I made it, the neon had really kind of bled over into the other colors, and it just made it kind of look like it was dirty. Just kind of like an old and dingy look, so I'm always kind of wary when I want to use a neon, because that's always in the back of my mind. Very interesting. This kind of looks like feathers. Man, that's beautiful. Sorry, you guys know how I am when I'm happy with the soap. I just go on and on and on about it. But this one has really surprised me. That is just so pretty to me. It's like a butterfly sitting on a flower. So neat. Alright, and then this should be the last cut here. So, like I said, this fragrance is a winner. I will definitely, I would get this one again. I see this one being a very good seller, and one that I will probably keep around. Oh, look at this last cut. That is gorgeous. Oh, look at all those holes, little air bubbles. There's little air bubbles all around this last bar, but isn't that pretty? My gosh. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, wow. So this was a wonderful surprise. I was so nervous about it being a flop, and I'm actually really happy, if you can't tell. All right, you guys, thank you so much for subscribing and supporting my little channel and also my little Etsy shop. I really do appreciate you guys, and I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon on the next video. Bye.